What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today it's time to talk about OP-13. You see, there was an official unboxing over on the official YouTube channel for the One Piece card game, and that's given us a little bit of a peek at pull rates for OP-13, but maybe more excitingly than that, we have confirmation of a special kind of God Pack, or at least, maybe if I watch my words very carefully here, it seems a lot like we have confirmation of a kind of God Pack. You see, over on the official unboxing, Gavin went and pulled a J. Garcia Saturn. This is one of the Gorosei, one of the 5 elders, and they pulled an alternate art version of it. It is, frankly, an absolutely beautiful card. But then he said, there's one step up, and we want to keep them together. Now, if you followed the Japanese release of OP-13, that phrase, keep them all together, should be a little bit interesting to you. Because there is one step up when we come to the Gorosei, and they were kept all together. Now, there's 5 of them. Yeah, they're the 5 elders. You know, the Go and Gorosei is literally 5. So, yeah, there's 5 of them. And there's alternate arts, which are actually done by the Jujutsu Kaisen artist, which is kind of absurd, honestly. But I love that we've got these kind of crossovers. It's Akutami here. I love that we've got these crossovers going. It's bizarre to me that we do, but I absolutely adore that this is just a thing with other mangaka doing One Piece cards. It's absolutely phenomenal. I frankly hope it carries on for, well, forever. But the thing is, we've got these alternate arts, and they're absolutely stunning. And then we've got the only way to phrase it is the absurd alternate arts. The really over-the-top, oh my goodness, did you really just pull that card alternate art. So we got the Japanese scans, because the set's been out in Japanese for a little while. And we can put the J. Garcia Saturn side by side here. And you can see that we've got the really nice fancy version of J. Garcia Saturn. And then we've got the, oh my goodness, did you just pull that version? Same basic card, same mechanics, same art, same colouring and all of that. Except the border is turned all fancy. There's a compass around the forecost. We've got a, gold foil detailing around a bunch of the card, and then you'll notice there's actually those little kind of energy lines which are around the character, over the character in places that are there on the oh my goodness did you just pull that version that aren't on the regular version. This is the God Pack version. We call it the God Pack version because over in Japan, the regular alternate art, which is a weird phrase, but I'm afraid it works, the regular alternate art is just one you could pull from a pack just normally like any other alternate art. But the oh my goodness did you just pull that version only exists as part of a God Pack. You either pulled all 5 of them in the same pack, or you didn't, frankly. You pulled all 5 of them, or you didn't pull any of them. That was the deal. That's how it worked. And we've been wondering how it's going to work over here, because we don't always get the same kind of God Packs Japan does. To take a very simple example, Japan gets God Packs of leaders. They get these really cool God Packs where you get all the alternate art leaders that come along in one pack. So here's a little picture of one from OP-12 where you can see all 6 of the alternate art leaders coming along in one pack. We never got that. We don't get the leader God Packs. What we get instead are the treasure rares. So in OP-12 we got the Sanji, the Vinsmoke Sanji treasure rare. That's what we got instead. Japan doesn't get treasure rares, they get leader God Packs. And it makes more sense in Japan because the packs are smaller and have fewer cards in, so they can do these little God Packs and it makes more sense. it's always a little bit weird when you got like 5 cards here, because that's like half a pack. It's a weird configuration, but it seems like that's what we're getting here. It is not confirmed. It has not been officially announced. But it was mentioned, and I am not the only one that picked up on this. I've seen a bunch of other people who have suggested the exact same thing. The fact that it was mentioned there's one step up and keeping them together seems to suggest very strongly that we are going to be seeing this God Pack coming around in English. And frankly, I am delighted about this. My odds of pulling it are very low. No, actually, I think I might just go against the thing I literally just said. Because here's the thing. On the one hand, yes, it's absolutely wonderful. On the other hand, means your chances of actually pulling these are very low. Like, not to be funny about this, but the chance of pulling those God Packs are, like, hilariously low. So you can't get any of them unless you get all 5. But then again, for some collectors, that's a really good thing. Because firstly, if you get them, you get all 5, yay. And secondly, it increases the rarity and makes them more sought after. And, you know, a lot of serious collectors, that's what they're really looking for. They're looking for these cards that have that real value. So I don't know is the honest answer. I think there is a legitimate argument either way here as to where exactly you want to come down, whether you want all of them together and, oh my goodness, they're expensive, but if you get them, yay, or whether you would rather just, you know, have them being able to be pulled as individual cards so you can at least have some of them. Yeah, it's a weird one. Let me know in the comment section where you come down on this. And while we're here, I can't show you the English scans of these cards. I've just gone and checked. They have unfortunately not yet been made available. They've not been published in English. However, I can show you the Japanese version of all 5 Elders. So let's go and have a look at that then, shall we? So we've got ourselves saying Ethan Barron v Nuzjuro. Again, you got both versions here, and yes, all the alternate arts are done by the same artist, which is, frankly, absolutely amazing. We got ourselves St. Shepherd Jupiter, which, again, both versions of them there, very, 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 very cool. We've got St. Topman Walkery, which, you know, they do all look amazing. They all look absolutely amazing, quite frankly. They're all absolutely stunning. And yes, we can finish off with St. Marcus Mars. Some of the absolute coolest One Piece cards around. Firstly, people have been waiting for the Gorosei to actually come around forever. So the fact that they're here are awesome. The fact that the alternate arts are done by the artist from Jujutsu Kaisen is, again, absolutely phenomenal. And then just the way they're done is stunning. This is going to be one of the most sought-after packs that we've actually got. It's awesome. I've seen a lot of people saying that God packs are confirmed. I'm not sure we can quite say that. But I absolutely can say that they are overwhelmingly likely. We weren't told they are coming in a God pack, but we were said about, you know, keeping them together, so yeah. And look, we're not getting the leader God packs, okay? That's not happening. We've not had them for set after set after set. It's not happening. Don't expect them. But I think this one seems like it could be there. Now, it is also worth pointing out, you know, just the pulls that were shown off there, as in this unboxing, and it was as we would expect. We are still at 7 super rares per box. Yes, I know this has been this case for a while, except for the EB sets, but it's still, and the PRB sets, I suppose. But the OP sets have been 7 super rares for a while. But having that confirmation is still awesome to know that we are getting those same pull rates. Having 7 different super rares in every box when you're trying to collect the set, genuinely busted. Still got 2 alternate art Don, and you can see there it is young Roger saying, I'd like to meet this fellow. And then, and I will say, nailed this box. I would be delighted with this box, as I'm sure many of you would. The hits here were the secret rare Porcus the Ace, the alternate art St. J. Garcia Saturn, who of course we've been talking about for a bunch of this video, and the special rare Smoker Check how awesome the special rares are in this set. I'm just saying, if my box is like that, I will be a very happy Wossie. Also, obviously, when the set comes out, I'll be buying a box and opening it on this channel. And I'm very, very excited about that. Well, the Gundam's actually next up on Friday. So come back on Friday. I'll open a Gundam box of the new set. It'll be awesome. For now, I want to know what you think about OP-13. I want to know about your hopes, your dreams, your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, and everything else. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossie Plays.